know that young people around the world have incredible and amazing ideas every single day. We see these ideas. The big challenge, though, is how do you take your idea and turn it into a big business? I don't doubt that when Mark Zuckerberg was starting Facebook, he had a big and great idea, but he also had to go through the challenge and the journey of turning that idea into a big business. So this segment is going to focus on how you can do exactly that. The first thing that you need to do is actually ask yourself whether there is a gap in the market that you are actually servicing. What this means is that you have to have a good understanding of the market that you want to service. And then you have to ask yourself, are there other players in that market? Now, one of the big mistakes that young entrepreneurs often make is assuming that just because they're seeing a gap in the market, that there's also a market in the gap. Now, you should not fall into this trap. Once you've identified a gap in the market, you have to ask yourself, are there people, clients, who could potentially want to procure your services or procure your product? That's the first step that you have to look at. The second step that you have to look at as you now take your great idea into great business is ask yourself, what type of change is my idea going to be introducing? And does this change exist already in another form? What am I doing that is different from what other people are already doing in the market? And you will agree with me, of course, that some of the most successful businesses are those who have come and brought about an exceptionally new way of doing things. Think about Apple and how they introduced the idea that we could have email on our cell phones. Before Apple could do that, all of us were accessing emails on our computers. We were either going to computer centers, and suddenly we were communicating in a different way. What the Apple device did is that it changed the way that we communicate for business and for personal reasons. So you have to ask yourself, what difference is my business idea going to bring about in my community? And lastly, as we begin to wrap up on this segment, you also have to think about, well, once I've got this idea and I figured out there's a gap in the market, what is my distribution channel? How am I going to get my product or my services to my clients or to the market that I want to reach? And this is going to be exceptionally important.